Hi everyone, it's Wednesday, so you know what time it is. It's time for Sew on Wednesday. My name is Lorraine, and I just want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Just come on into my sewing room. This is where I normally film my videos for my channel. And right now I'm mostly talking about cross stitch, so if you're looking for cross stitch, you come to the right place. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. Yesterday it was 90 degrees, almost broke a record. It's been a long time since it's gotten that hot, that quick in Texas, but it did happen, and today it's in the high 70s, but it's a beautiful day today. It's starting to remind me of spring, although we're still in February, and we know there is a chance we could get some more winter weather. It's happened before, especially in March, so I don't want to get my hopes up too high for the warm weather yet. But anyway, I hope you guys are staying warm where you're at. I've got so much to show you today, so let's get started. First of all, I want to show you this new kit. I've never bought a kit before, and I actually bought it from an Etsy store. And it's called Summer Stitcher Needlebook Kit. And it's by Lottie Da. And I saw this on one of the Flosstube channels I was watching, and she had finished it. I believe it was So-and-so's. And the lady had finished it, and it was so darling. I thought, I want to buy that, so I got it. But the only thing is, it's done on linen, which I've never done anything on linen before. So I'll see how that works out. If I have a hard time doing it, I'll just go to Ada. But I'm going to show you what's inside this kit. It came with everything you need. First of all, I want to show you the pattern really good. And it opens up. It's a needle book that opens up. So this is the front of it. And I think the back of it has a little bird on it. So, of course, it came with a pattern. It came with some fasteners, which I'm not sure where these go yet because I haven't completely read the instructions. Now here is the linen. The linen is 32 count straw linen by Weeks Dye Work. But there it is. So I want to attempt to do it, and I will definitely keep you guys posted on how that works out. And she even sent a needle that was included in the kit. And it came with some silk threads, which these are my first silk threads. So the kits, she says I should have enough to finish the needle book with these. And I'm not sure where the silk threads came from. Probably Weeks Dye Works, I'm not sure. But she brought, I sent this with it. It's a floss drop with all the names of the colors. And two cardboards, which I'm assuming these go inside to stiffen the inside of the book. And some batting, comes with batting. And the felt that goes inside where the needles will go. And it came with fabric for the backing. So I have everything I need to put this little book together. So, like I said, I've never worked on linen before. I just now ventured out to 28 count even weave. So, and this is 32 count. Ugh. So I'm going to try it, and I will definitely keep you guys posted on that. Oh, she also, this Etsy shop included a my project information card. I thought that was so nice to be included in this. And Holly's Hands Create is the name of the Etsy shop I got this kit from. So thank you, Holly. So anyway, so that was my new purchase. I bought a kit, my first kit. So I want to get started on that. The next thing is I finished some things, which you guys, if y'all saw my video last week, I did insert an extra video in. So I normally film every 2 weeks. So I inserted one in, and if I ever do a video that I'm doing a project, putting something together or making something, I'll probably insert it in between my regular 2-week video that I show my floss tube stuff. So anyway, if y'all saw my video, y'all saw that I finished out of the Ooh La La Blackbird Designs book, this little needle roll right here. And is it darling? It is so cute. It turned out really little. The measurements are like 4 inches by 1.5 inches. And I tea stained it twice actually. One time I did it with a Q-tip, just dabbing it. I tea stained it after I cross stitched, had all the cross stitch done. I thought, you know what, I want to tea stain that. So I just dabbed it with a Q-tip with and the tea was cold. So I just dabbed it with the tea. And then the next day I thought, you know what, I want a little bit more tea stain on this. So I went, and I make tea every day for my husband. So I went and just dabbed a little bit more tea on it, and it just made it a little bit more darker. So I think it turned out really cute. So anyway, that's my little needle roll. I did it on 16 count. I did substitute the color for the bird, the blue. Then in the book it's a green color, but I wanted my bird to be blue, so I used DMC 3728 for this. And the Chanel on the around the top here is by Lady Dot Creates, and it's called Barnyard. And no, it's called Barn Door, excuse me. I've got my notes over here, I'm reading them. And the velveteen on the top is String Bean. So isn't that the cutest? And you guys know out of this book, I'm making the, I'm going to be making this also. This is a little box, paper mache box you can buy at Hobby Lobby. I haven't bought it yet. I need to go get it, but I'm going to make this top to go on it. And that little needle roll is going to go inside, along with a little pillow I'm making, which I've got it, I haven't got it completely FFO'd, but I got it FO'd. So there it is. And that's going to be going inside beside the little needle roll in that box I want to be making. So I just need to make it into a pillow. And I'm going to be starting on this part this soon. This is the top, which is going to be a nice size. I'm going to start on that really soon. And I'll probably substitute the colors for the birds to be blue. That 3728, so it'll match my little needle roll. So anyway, so that's what I've been doing. So I'm so excited. I finished my first little needle roll. And I love how it turned out. I'm probably going to put the same tea stain on this, and also trim it in the Chanel, the Barn Door Chanel, so it'll match this one. And the back of it is probably going to be the velveteen. I'll put velveteen on the back of this. That's what I'm thinking about. So these two will match. So that's the update on that. And I also have another FFO. Well, I've got it laying there, but let me find the pattern for it. Hold on. It's right here in front of me. This little scissor fob, I finished that. And let me show you what I did. What I did with it. I've already got it attached to some scissors. But here it is. Isn't that darling? And this is the back. I put the year and my initials there at the corner. And the pattern said to do none N-U-N stitch around it. I did not even want to mess with that. I looked at videos trying to figure out how to do it, and I thought, you know what? I just put interfaced in it, folded it down, and just sewed around the edges. And then I added some vintage buttons on the bottom. And I think it turned out darling. And then my little cord up here is just, you know, the DMC threads come 6 to a strand, you know, when you pull them off. So I took 3 of those, which would have been 18 strands, but the 3 of them that come 6, 6, 6, I just braided them together like you would braid hair. And that's how I made my cording with that. So it's three strands of 6 each. That's how I did it. So, but isn't that darling? I just think that's the cutest little thing. And then I just stuffed it with polyfill. So cute little scissor fob. This is my first one. Since I'm new to cross stitch, everything is new to me. All these little goodies I'm making. It's like, oh my goodness, my first scissor fob, my first needle roll. So anyway, I'm having fun. All right, talking about scissor fobs. This is from Chessie and Me, the scissor fob pattern. Miss Nellie's is part of the Miss Nellie's Needle Usefuls. And I plan on making all of this stuff. It's got like a little kit of several patterns of different ones in there. So, but I've been working on this, and this is so darling, y'all. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. I've gotten quite a bit done. I went ahead and got my initials in there. I've got this part done. I finished with this, and I've come over and I've started working on her. So I've got it almost up to her head. So let me show you how much I've got done. Just a minute, everything's fixing to fall on my lap. Let me put the hoop over there. Everything's heading to the floor, y'all. I'm trying to find my information card. I thought I had taken these things out so I would be ready to show y'all. Apparently not. Okay. I'm doing this. This is Miss Nellie's Needle Usefuls. I started January 31st of this year. It's 28 count even weave in the color ivory, and it's actually going to be 12 by 7. There it is. Excuse the wrinkles. I just took it off the hoop. Isn't that beautiful? These are all DNC colors, and I'm just pulling out my own colors. But isn't that darling? There's my initials I put right there. I just love this. So I finished all this up here, then I finished this, and I came on over. I finished all the border here, and then I started working on her. And I can't wait to get to her little face. She is so cute. So this is Miss Nellie's Needle Usefuls by Chessie and Me. I can't wait to get started back on this one. This one's a fun stitch. You know, some of these cross stitches are so much fun, you don't want to put them down. And this is one of them. All right, let me see, what's next? Okay, you guys are gonna love this one. Who remembers the pig? The pig's coming. Stacy Nash Primitives Spotted Pigs Pinky. I had all the babies done last time you saw it. And I've gotten Mama done now. I'm just still working on her spots, but she is big. She took me a while to do her because of solid coverage. And like I said, she's pretty large. So I'm doing this. I started this January the 21st of this year. I'm doing this on 14 count Ada. The color is Silver Fox, and it's by Fiber on a Whim, and it came from Salty Yarns in Maryland. So it's going to be 12 by 8 when it's done. Let me hold it up here. There she is in all her glory. Isn't this the cutest? Oh my goodness. Like I said, it took me a while to sew this pig up, but hey, she's well worth it. So I'm working on her. I got her eye in and a couple of spots, but I need to finish the other spots. And then I'll just continue on with the border. There's a couple of butterflies that go up here. I'll do the butterflies. This is going to be such a darling pattern when it gets done. And it's going to be fairly large since I'm doing it on 14 count. And this is supposed to be a pin keep, but I'm thinking I'm going to do something else with it. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it. But anyway. But that's my progress on the Spotted Pigs Pin Keep by Stacy Nash Primitives. So cute, so cute. And I did not write down, am I using the DNC Colors for this? No, I've picked a few of my colors. Yeah, I have. Like the rose color, I'm using 815. So this rose color right here, I'm using DMC 815. And the lamb's wool is 945. The antique rose is 223. The carriage black, of course, is 310. And the apple cider, I'm using 869. So those are my DMC conversions I'm using for the Spotted Pin Keep. Yes. Because the colors are actually Gentle Art threads, and I didn't have any of those, so I just did a DMC conversion on them. And I think it's turning out darling. All right, that's my little spotted pig update. Me and my husband were out of town this past weekend to see a relative, or some relatives, and we've been gone. Actually, I've been gone every weekend since I've seen y'all, 2 weekends in a row. But anyway, well, needless to say, I didn't get my Sunday stitch done, so you won't be seeing that today. But I was going to tell you, on the way this past Sunday when we were going to see some relatives, I told my husband, we had been talking about this little pig needle cross stitch and what I was going to do with it and everything. And all of a sudden he said, I said, I just saw a pig. He said, you're kidding me. I said, no, I really did see a pig. We were driving down the country, this country road, and off to the side, there was this big pot-bellied pig, but it was a beige color with black spots. And he goes, are you sure you're not seeing pigs now? Because I'm always talking about that pig pattern. I go, no, I really did see a pig. So I want to let you guys know I did see a pig. And they're big. Oh my goodness. I was raised, you know, around my grandma in Georgia who had a farm, and I saw pigs when I was real little. And I know they get big, but this pot-bellied pig was so huge, and his legs were about this short. So it was a sight to see. But I actually did see a pot-bellied pig. Just in case you guys wanted to know that. I'm seeing pigs now. For real. All right, let's get on with the next one. Okay, this one's really darling. This is by Butternut Road. Butternut Road, Children's Garden is the name. I started this on February the 2nd, and it's on 16 count Aida. The color's ivory, and it's 2/2, and I'm using all the DMC colors. So this is Children's Garden. Isn't this darling? And I started on this corner, left-hand corner here, and I've got his legs done, and I had the edge of his trousers done, and now I've completely finished his trousers. So I'll show you. You know, I said Nutter when I went to say Butternut Road. My mother-in-law had a cat named Nutter, and he was so cute. I don't know where she came up with the name, but it was a cute little name for the cat. I got all kind of stories to tell y'all today, don't I? Huh. All right, this is what I've gotten done on Children's Garden. I've got his little pants done, his little trousers, and that's 3 different shades of blue in that. And like I said, this is all DNC Colors, and I'm using them all. But can you see the shading on his pants? And he's got 2 little gold buttons right here. And I have started up here on this top part. This is going to be a lot of confetti up there, color changes. But this is going to be so darling. I love all these lavender and lace, the butternut road, and the Told by the Garden series. They're just beautiful, beautiful pictures, and they make beautiful cross stitch. So there you have it. Children's Garden. By Butternut Road. Y'all ready for Miss Jane Austen? She's next. Miss Jane Austen's coming up next. I got to work on her a little bit this past week. This is Tenderness of Heart. I started on her in October of last year. This is by Twin Peak Primitives. I'm doing it on 16 count Ida Avery, and I've coffee and tea stained that Ada cloth, and I'm using all DNC colors. That's the call for colors. So here she is, Miss Jane Austen. So of course I have finished her, and now I'm working my way down. I did 2 of these little things on the side here. I went down some more on the border, and I've added the V and the W and some of the alphabet up here, and then I've added this little thing right here. So let me show you. She is so pretty. She's pretty, y'all. She's so pretty. Here she is. This one is just turning out beautiful. So I've added these 2 right here, and I went on down with the border, and then I've added, I believe, the Q and the V and the W in this little motif there. But isn't she pretty? She's going to be a nice size girl. I don't have the measurements written down, but I know she's going to be big. So this is Tenderness of Heart, Twin Peak Primitives. Miss Jane Austen. It's coming together. Uh-oh, the stack is falling. Okay, let me just move it right here. I may have to start putting stuff on the floor. Okay, the next one is Be Mine, and this is by that Italian designer, which I cannot pronounce their name. It's part of the vintage collection. I'm doing this on 14 count Ada. The color is Toast. And there's a lot of blending and back stitching in this. I'm using all DNC colors, and there's 36 colors. So what I've gotten done, I finished up the little girl almost. I had stopped up here. I had her head done and part of his head. And I've come on down and got her other sleeve on, got her bow. Pretty much got her all done, but this part of her dress. This one is so precious, I'm telling you. So, so cute. And there she is. See, I've almost got her done. I've only got this spot right here to do. And then her dress is completely done. I've got one little spot I need to fill in on her forehead, which is a blending thread, which I wanted to do that one. I got over here with the little boy's face because it's going to be the same color. So I just thought I would wait until I put those two strands together and just fill in that one spot on her forehead. So in case you guys say, oh, you missed your spot, I'm going back to get it. So anyway, and a lot of back stitching still to do. It's going to really make a difference once I get the back stitching on. And I did do a little bit more up here with him, but mainly I focused on getting her dress completely done. So, and I'm almost there. So this is Be Mine, part of the vintage collection of this Italian company, which I'm not going to attempt. Super cute and super fun to do. It is a little time consuming because of the blending and everything, but it's worth it. It's going to be really darling. I'm going to set this down on the floor. Okay, my next one is my last whip I've worked on, and it is The Winter Rose by Lavender and Lace. I started this in June of 2022. I'm doing this on 14 count white Aida, and it's going to be 7.5 by 10 inches by the time it's done. It's DMC threads, all DMC threads. There's back stitching and there is a little bit of blending, not a whole lot. So this is Winter Rose. And what I've got done is I'm working my way up here. And something I noticed on this pattern is pretty much filled in right here on this picture. And when I did the cross stitching there, mine's not filled in. So there's a little bit of a difference in what they're showing here on this photograph than what's actually on the pattern. So I just went on ahead and went by the pattern. I didn't fill it in like it shows on the picture here. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Because when I was doing it, I thought that looks different. That doesn't look right. And then I counted. I go, no, that's right. And but here she is. And what I'm talking about is right here. This is a lot more solid on the picture, and I'll show it to you in a minute, than what the pattern shows. So I went ahead and stitched it just like the pattern. But I'm coming along really good with her. I only had this done last time y'all saw it, so I filled in all this, and I've got a little bit more ways to go. Then I need to fill in the top and another part of the border over here on this side, and she's going to be done. And a little bit of back stitching over here and on her face. But here's the pattern, and this is what I'm talking about. That part right there is all solid, but on the pattern it's not. Right there. So I don't think it makes a difference, so I'm going to leave it since that's what the pattern shows. Well, there you have it. There's Lavender and Lace, The Winter Rose. She's turning out so beautiful. I'm going to have her done soon. My first Lavender and Lace to get done. And it looks like it's going to be The Winter Rose. Okay, that's all my whips I'm going to show you. But the next thing I'm going to show you is a couple of patterns I pulled out of my stash that I'm going to put in my rotation because I'm getting the spring fever. I am. After having 90 degrees yesterday, I thought, okay, I'm ready for spring. Got a little taste of it. Actually, I got a little taste of summer. 90 degrees is pretty hot. But anyway, I pulled this out of my stash. I wanted to show y'all. I started this last year in March of 2022, and this is Cottontail Cupcakes by Sugar Stitches. And I'm doing this on 14 count Ada ivory. It uses 19 DMC colors. But isn't this the cutest? Sugar Stitches makes the cutest patterns. Always so bright and colorful and cheery. So I'll pull this out and I'm going to start working on this. Let me show you what I got done from last year. Because spring is in the air. Isn't that the cutest? Look at those colors. I just love those colors. Lots of pastels. So pretty. So, so pretty. So I'm going to start on this. Should I say continue on this? So this is Sugar Stitches Cottontail Cupcakes. And then I've got one more spring cross stitch I pulled out, which I'm going to put in my rotation. And that is by Brenda Gervais. Let me take it out of the bag. Welcome Spring. And I started this back in March of last year, and I'm doing it on 14 count ivory. It's going to be 10 inches by 4.5 inches. And there's only one DMC color that was listed. I had to pick out my own, and that was number 3782. There's 16 threads to this pattern. So let me show you. I haven't gotten much done on it, so I need to really work on it. Let me show you what I've gotten done. I've actually just gotten the bottom part of this done, and then his back legs, and I started on the front. So, and I hope it's showing up okay. This looks kind of light on this, so hopefully once I get everything else on there, you'll be able to see it better. So, but yeah, this was a lot of stitching going across the bottom here. But yeah, that's what I've gotten done on Welcome Spring So by Brenda Gervais. So I want to definitely get some more done on this. So I'm going to start working on this. Isn't that cute? I love the bird in the back of the wagon with the eggs. Really darling. Oh, darling. So that is it for the day, sweet people. Like I said, I'm not going to show you my Sunday stitch because I wasn't here the last 2 weekends. I've been out running around, visiting family, taking care of grandbabies, just having a good time. So, I'm looking around. I'm always looking around to see if I forget anything. No, looks like I've got it covered. All right, you guys. Well, I'm so glad you joined me today. Let me see. I felt like I wanted to tell y'all something, but I can't remember what it was. I thought, Lorraine, whenever you end the video, make sure you say this. Let me look at my notes just to make sure. Nope. I don't see anything. Okay, you guys. Well, hey, listen, I'll make a note if I do remember it. Make sure to tell you next time. Well, you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you're staying warm. I know some people up in the Northeast are getting a blizzard today, so hopefully you guys are all well up that way. So anyway, I'm so glad you joined me, and I'll see you guys back in 2 weeks. And you guys have a blessed day. God bless you. And remember, one stitch at a time will get you there. One stitch at a time. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye now.